This is not a phase, my dear. Time heals the moment, but our hearts were frozen, don't disappear. You were scared from not knowing, but I got a feeling that I'll be right here for the rest of my life. Just know that I'll give you love you'll never want to share tonight. Tonight. But if the world isn't working the way that we found it when we were too young to love, our attention is running, 5 seconds is burning a hole in our racing hearts. I wish we could find the space, a great escape, where we could finally break the mold. If it's us that we wanted, we're happy after the fall. And I don't wanna change it all.
Welcome to another night of Counter-Strike. Today we have Priority Esports versus Vox Victorium. I am Firerock. I am once again joined by the lovely Expo. Say hi, Expo. Alright, your mic isn't working. We're going to have Cameron King, our lovely observer, quickly get that resolved. Discord just did a stupid and changed its name again on us. So we go through the first round, and it's looking like it's going to be a B hit here, and it looks like your mic is back as well, and they're rushing into, I believe, Cave.
Ooh, these dualies are set up in the perfect spot. Not one, though.
You know,
great entries from the T side.
Cobra, please, the allegations.
Oh!
That,
wait. What?
Sorry, static the allegations!
No way.
It's all on to Rage now. He has to win a 1v2 against someone who definitely has no wall hacks.
This is already proving to be an interesting round of ESEA.
Round 1. Nearly 3 kills, fully without info through smoke. Rage is able to get the bomb down at least, but he's gonna die right after in a moment here.
Yeah, I mean, surely. This would be absolutely spectacular.
I mean,
if Rage
6
could get
HP
this.
now. He needs to get 2 headshots before getting shot once, and yeah, unfortunately for him, Static decided to know whatever lineup that was. I didn't even think they were planting in the same spot twice. He just called him out.
Yeah, I don't think they did either. I think Cobra was planning, like, kind of along that forward position, I guess, in the open. It's a weird spot to even spam out. That's really impressive. I mean, that round was looking great for Priority at the start with the double entry, but yeah, Vox Victorum just very quickly got a 3K to turn that around.
Yeah, I mean, I will say in Static's defense, he did jump right before playing, so he had the sound cue to know the approximate position. He knew where to try and adjust off of. Now, of course, Priority trying to swing it back. They did get bomb plant down. They do have a buy. They can rush into A, and Static can call him out again.
Yeah, unfortunately, this A hit is looking a bit unsuccessful for Priority. The util was there. The util was good on the exec, but yeah, I mean, Vox Victorum just kind of played in front of the util and just went for the kills. Played with confidence against the force buy, and now Priority are gonna have to be on a bit of a half here. Now, I am sort of curious to see which direction Priority are going to take this, because I personally really love going for the mid plays on these kind of rounds. Like,
that is
a bit of a delayed mid. And they did throw some of the util for it.
Apollo seems to have spotted out the foot there, but yeah, MP9 better.
It's interesting.
Cobra
maybe has a bit of a timing?
I mean, 704 is definitely not going to look for him, so if he does go into CT, he definitely has a timing, but I don't know if it's going to work out for him because his team's following in behind, and they're going to get called out now.
Yeah.
Luckily, the
CT's
bomb
just
hasn't
kinda
been
lying
lost,
late.
but Cobra's not going to be able to make much of it anymore. He has to try and fight out now.
Oh, yeah. nothing tricky happening that round. Yeah, I mean, Priority definitely seemed to get some info on that cave player there, but unfortunately not enough to do anything with.
I mean, info with 2 Tech 9s and an angle where, frankly, you do have the disadvantage rushing in without util anyway. The MP9 does have that still.
Yeah, really all you can do there is hope you get the Tech 9 dank.
Yeah, and unfortunately, they just had to pre-fire, and they weren't expecting him to be weirdo mode.
Is that a fast B lurk? Oh no, that's just the cave smoke. For a second I thought they might have thrown the fast B lurk.
That molly does tell them that there's someone shelf, and yeah, Ascension's going to go through blind and get caught out from it. Rage tries to get the refrag, spots one far away, but Static can lurk up, and now it's all into Apollo.
Yeah, I mean,
Static, can we talk about it?
Yeah, right now, Vox are really controlling the pace here. Like, this is pretty relentless. They went for that really aggressive mid-control, and, well, like you said, Rage went for that trade, but just wasn't ready for that other CT to be there.
Yeah, I will say Static getting just a little bit of tag damage onto Apollo in the end through another smoke. Are we sure this man has smokes? Do those work for him?
704 yet to die. As a side note, I really like the name Barrage for some reason.
Look, you don't buy a rifle if you can't help it. You buy the M249 and you call it a day. Mouse 1 is your friend. Continuing to go here, Priority is choosing to take it a little bit slower, trying to, well, drain util on both sides from the look of it with how much they're dumping their util around the map, but see what they can get off of lurks and otherwise.
Vox had this kind of early B lean here, but I think that might prove to be a bit of a mistake, especially off of this pick. If 704 is not careful in Donut, this could definitely fall apart quick.
I mean, Cobra's pulled over 1 rotate, so it is a 3v2 on B, and it's going to be a 4v2 if Cobra can keep the rotates here, which Static hasn't spotted him out, but there it is, and they've actually rotated a 3rd one off. It's all into Saber here, who's going to pull back, going to know the flank is through, but he's not going to be able to cut it off, and Barrage is trying to rotate back in, but he has to run through a smoke at this point, and it's going to be over for them. They're stuck in a 2v4 retake, and I don't think they have a chance left in this round. Well,
yeah,
there's a smoke between Static and Priority, so there is a chance.
Yeah, I mean, definitely going to go for the attempt. With this money, I mean, makes no sense to not attempt it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they were hiding behind both a wall and a smoke, so Static not quite able to take out Apollos, and yeah, it's going to be 4-1.
I think Vox kind of had the right idea going for that retake A, but I think it was just maybe a little bit too slow, and so Priority just had that time to make that adjustment they wanted, and Vox were pretty much just caught on the timing.
Yeah, absolutely. And Static takes out Knock in position note. I thought he got the kill.
Ooh. Yeah, that was definitely a close spray.
Just with, like, what, 2 shots at the end of that, or did he only whiff 1 at the end? It was hard for me to figure out how many.
Just 1.
Yeah.
Oh, and they're getting an op out.
Oh no, Static has an op.
Door smoke? Yeah, it looks like they're maybe throwing the instant door as well.
Yeah, that does look like it's instant door. Though, I don't know that.
They got the spawn lineup for that. That is crazy. They missed it though. I respect the attempt.
A rush already dead. Unfortunately, not at A. Died from rushing mid, but Saber's watching for this. Apollo's gonna go down, and Saber's going to be able to pick up a 2nd. It's 3-on-2. And Stack's holding off mid. They're forced to go A. Smoke is down. That's the intel, but it looks like Vox is going to just choose to wait for the plant to go through before trying to retake.
Yeah, and this is most likely going to be a kind of awkward post plant. They don't really have donut control.
They have to push into CT, but I don't think they're going to be able to get it. I mean, Saber's going to go down by Ascension, but The map is still open. Oh, they're able to actually
Oh.
pick out Static quickly. 704's position is known at this point, so they actually have this. Yeah.
Yeah, good
Cobra's
plays
able to
from
clean
Ascension
it
there on
out.
that post plant, just staying proactive and really looking for the fights with the CTs. It was definitely needed there.
Yeah, you knew that the two angles that could happen quickly were CT and Donut, and if they have an A main player fast, you're gonna lose no matter what. You can't fight three angles. So they chose to split their losses. They have the smoke donut. Push in where you can.
Yeah, and I mean, that was again kind of a strange one because I think Vox right now their plays that they're calling for are working, but it's just kind of creating gaps in their setup a little bit that are being exploited, and these retakes are just a little bit too hard, and so they're not really able to convert these.
Yeah, it is going to be interesting to see if after Priority picked up these two, they've gotten onto what I would consider close to an even round. I mean, there is definitely an advantage towards Priority. Is this going to be a swing of momentum? Are we going to see Priority start to pick up a lot more here as we head into the middle of the half?
Yeah, there's definitely a possibility that Vox could maybe over-adjust their setups here.
Rage
Great
able
pick
to
from
take
Rage to
out
start things
Barrage. It's going to make Vox actually play like it is a B rush, but this is just a default out of Priority.
And because Vox started with 3 mid, they're kind of just gambling A open, and with that tag onto a player on B, I mean, things are even more awkward.
Yeah, they have nothing
The
A
health
now, and the bomb
is-
is actually starting to head that way.
Interesting.
Paulo saw 704, but was still ready to handle A rush. Not going to be a lethal duel. Both sides not wanting to push in that little bit more with the unconfirmed damage through. And now it's
Commit
a
to the
1-3
A play.
split.
Okay, I guess they're finally showing up with the bomb pretty late here.
I mean, they have all the time in the world. What they're really looking for is what else can be found at B. What else can be found by...
Well, the only awkward thing is they don't have another smoke
Oh,
on
no.
the A players yet. Ooh. Yeah, see, they can't quite get that bomb down yet because of this donut player. Ooh, great shot from Rage.
Yeah. Oh, A rush getting 2 from CT.
Yeah, they weren't able to reposition well enough in time after that bomb got down.
This point,
Yeah.
both Cobra and Rage's positions are known. Rage smoking to try and give himself a little bit more room, but that's actually opening them up with the ability to rush him on this smoke here in just a moment. And yeah, MP9's going to be able to sprint through, and the Tech 9's not quite fast enough to get it through. Stack's going
I mean,
to pick up the MVP.
A really good attempt from Rage there, but yeah, I mean, that's just tough. I think arguably just a little bit of indecision from Priority. I mean, they ultimately had the right call from the start with A. The site was completely free, and they probably could have got the bomb down immediately. And
Honestly, yeah,
three
playing
players
the
so
game
far,
of pushing
it's
in
scary,
behind
but-
Donut after plant absolutely would have been a better option for them.
yeah, I think that indecision definitely was their undoing there. 704 with a 13-1 start so far in this half. Pretty incredible.
I don't know if that's good or bad, because that is 13, but at the same time, that is 13. Heading out
Yeah,
the second time out in a row here.
You know, I feel like we've already seen more than a few interesting rounds this game where we get into these, I guess, like, very scrappy post plants because of the way these teams are playing this. I'm kind of enjoying it a lot.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a really nice game on that front. The only thing that I might see potentially being, like, unfortunate about is neither team is really getting what they want out of any site take or anything else. Ooh,
Raids out on the cave player.
Raj not quite able to get the adjustment, and Cobra able to get the kill mid before going down. Now it's going to be a 3-on-3. It's going to be on to Sabercat to see what he can do to, at the very least, try and stall this out, but Priority seems to be just waiting out the smoke here. That indecision might give Vox the time they need to rotate around. That HE's definitely going to give them enough time. 704 is coming in as well. Going to try and spray them out. Able to pick up one through the smoke. Gets retraded, unfortunately, but Rage is really low. Gives off sound cues that he's stepped away. And oh no, Sabercat lurks through, and Rage is going to get caught out here in a second by Static. Oh no, Static made the sound cue. If he throws an HE. Okay, there it is.
Yeah. Just a nice gutsy play from Sabercat through the smoke there. I mean, what is it with smokes this game? We got constant smoke spams every round, smoke walkthroughs.
Look, I've watched a little bit of ESEA this season. Smokes are bad. Don't throw them. They're bad for you. They get you killed. Smoking kills. The commercials on the TV were right. They just didn't understand.
Yeah, that's tough there. I mean, they only had one smoke, so they had to kind of leave long open, and yeah, just kind of a tough decision for priority after they lost that player in mid. I think it was Cobra.
Yeah. Going for a full A run through here. Not able to find much. Oh, never. I'm sorry, there's a smoke on the ground. Someone is going to die. I forgot about the cardinal rule of this game. 704 goes down. Static gets the refrag before getting chased out by Cobra. Now a 3v1. Saber tries to win off the first hole, but instead it's just going to be a position revealed, and Bomb's going to be heading out to be planted on A, and Util is being dumped in his general direction. Good luck, Sabercat.
Yeah, this is definitely a tough 1v3. I mean, obviously they know where Sabercat's coming from. Not the best HP, at least some util, but let's see what Sabercat can get done.
Yeah, unfortunately, trying to do a long-range duel where you have to fight through the body is always difficult.
Yeah. Aren't the bodies in this game still technically client-sided?
Yes-ish. The actual impulse the body receives is server-side, so when we had the fun weekend, the Counter-Strike Space program was active for a little bit. Everyone would see the same direction of the yeet, but because the actual initial position of the ragdoll is a little bit more client-side, that doesn't get updated by the server right beforehand.
Fast crunch towards mid here, but Vox seemed pretty ready for this.
Ascension picks up the first. Static able to get the refrag and get out. Rage tries to pick him off, but if they don't play ready for a rush here and they're trying to head back to shelf, this could go bad for them though. Barrage is in an interesting spot. He's going to get caught out, but he's going to back up. They're going to try and rush into. Oh, Barrage gets the kill, and then Saber swings it out. And now it's a 4-on-2.
That was so close to being a good timing for priority, but it kind of worked against them on complete accident.
Yeah. No! Cobra, you had to remember there was only one position Saber could still be, but instead that position is on the top of the round.
Yeah, that's a good 3K from Saber. I mean, I just think by nature of seeing barrages back there, they just assumed that they were alone, and so they didn't even think about the possibility a player was on the left, and so it was just completely free for Sabercat there.
Yeah, I get that for the first kill. Why would you do that after that has already proven to be a good tactic after you kill? Why?
Yeah, I guess they just lost the composure a little bit. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, just
Cave control into
really unfortunate setup there, but they do have a good B exec going here. Cave is not smoked off. They're going to be taking out Barrage quickly.
Isolated.
Do not play exposed to that smoke in any direction. No. The smoke is not real. You should know that already, Knack.
Oh no. I'm getting so much anxiety from this. Oh no.
Okay, Knack ran through the smoke. Ascension also ran through the smoke, gets 2. Saber gets the refrag, and now it's a 2-on-3. Knack is sitting in the smoke.
Good, but
Cave is smoked off, tries to get ramp. Static's going to tap. Knack's going to run through, but Static's actually watching for it. Now it's on to Saber to try and win the 1v2, but he's going to get caught up by Rage with the Deagle. Just caught into too much of an awkward fight, I suppose.
Yeah, I actually really like the priority pacing there. They just took that cave space and then pretty confidently just took that straight into the B hit. They found that nice isolation on Barrage on site. His teammates were not really able to do anything to help him there. And so he was just completely isolated. And yeah, that just set up priority for that good post plant.
Absolutely, and a rush. You're not supposed to win those. Saber, you're not supposed to win those!
Going diabolical with the MP9s at mid. Just Ascension left. Spams.
Look, I'm okay with Barrage losing that duel. Or, yeah, I'm okay with Barrage winning the duel there against, I think it was Ascension? I'm not okay with how close I think it was Apollo was to getting killed through the smoke.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, I'm sorry. Smokes are supposed to cut vision.
I always love ancient T pistols because I feel like there's just so many ways you can take it that are viable compared to other maps.
I mean, you can go A, you can go B, you can go mid, you can do delayed takes, you can use
And they're all pretty common.
executes. You can do all of them. So it's not just like, it's Inferno. Watch banana for the first 2 seconds, then be ready for mid.
I'm not sure why Sabercat's not opting to plant yet.
I think it's because they were too, like, hyper aware of what was waiting just in CT. They were ready for a force at the time. And now Nax in a really awkward duel.
Oh, yeah.
More awkward now.
Even tougher.
704 played it a little risky there with just the Glock accuracy. Not even any issues on the aim front.
I'm not sure what went wrong with that sort of like back CT lane engagement that priority took, but both those players went down pretty quickly, and that was just before the bomb was even down.
I mean, the answer is pretty
sure if they
simple.
just got
Barrage
a
was
duel.
just sitting there as a lurk, and they weren't. They like thought they cleared it.
Yeah. Just a couple
Two?
cheap pistols
Is that double
priority.
red smokes? Fox,
Yeah, definitely.
Fox, are you that unconfident in your ability to throw util?
Maybe they just didn't communicate with him.
I do like that they at least threw the deep B smoke to give some presence on the map.
I mean, yeah, but Fox has one smoke for post plant or side exec.
Oh, are they just gonna gamble through this red smoke? Okay, well, they don't even have to gamble through because it's gone.
I mean, priority has no smokes. They're on pistols. They have the disadvantage, but I don't like how much Fox just dumped all of their side exec util and then ran out clean into what is most likely
going. Ready for this, but is Static gonna clear it? Oh, Static's not gonna clear it. Oh no! Oh no! That was so unfortunate. Just a little bit of a panic
just
out of
cut to
Apollo.
B site right now. I don't want to be near that part of the map. I want to just... Didn't happen. It was off screen.
Now,
should have
Covering
been a
Ascension's
knife
still
attempt.
hiding in cave.
I don't know. Are they trying to ninja?
I mean, they don't have a kit, so one would have to imagine it's just going for damage, but looks like
Oh,
there's not
yeah,
gonna be
trying
much
to
for Silver
maybe
to
keep
find.
704 too close, but
Yeah.
this is ancient. The bomb radius really isn't that big anymore. I do
I
find
remember when this map was considered to have a big bomb radius, and now most maps are just like this.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of just the way CS2 is. You gotta... I think it's an attempt at, like, balancing the T-sided economy.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's definitely a response to CTs just continually saving over and over.
The problem
Trying
is...
to change how that works.
It doesn't help because the crux of CT economy is their guns cost $400 more.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like this might just be an A contact, maybe. Oh no, they are throwing some smokes in the back as well.
Yeah. Rage is going to lurk just in front of the smoke here and drop out a little bit of a weird one to try and make them scared as well. Not going to be able to pick up a kill, but they are worried about the smoke here. And oh my gosh, Apollo! Oh my gosh, Apollo got 2! They do have Saber as a lurk. He didn't actually get spotted at all, so he has a chance here, just as Knack has a chance on Barrage, and now it's an awkward 2v2. Knack tags up 704, and the bomb is down mid-side A. It's going to be on to Saber to try and retrieve it and get ready for the plant, but looks like he'd rather exit through mid, and if he's not ready, Ascension's actually watching for him. Oh no.
Yeah, this is a really good position from Ascension, but
it could get very bad. No, he gets it, but he's going to get caught out. 704 in the 1v1, has to retrieve bomb, and he's just... This is all about who sees who first.
yeah.
Knack knows it's not bottom mid, but he's gonna try and go through shelf to B. If 704 has the brain of a genius, but no, he's gonna go slow into B.
Yeah,
he's
I
gonna
don't
get
think
caught out
704 is
mid plant.
ready for this possibility.
He has to start running, and he's gonna get caught mid plant here in a moment.
Yep.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Yep,
Just played
good
too
positioning for
standard.
Knack. The crouch body spam, okay, interesting. Yeah, I mean, it got dicey there for a second with Ascension going down. Ascension kind of misread that after killing the Donut player. They should have known that the last player had to be main side and couldn't be Donut, and I just don't think that registered quite.
I
quick
mean,
enough
they
for
did
them.
drop all the info, so it actually could have been Donut as well, but the real thing is, you just back up. You have the advantage again.
Well, because I don't think Knack ever gave up the angle after tagging that player main, so they knew they were still back in main last scene. No.
Yeah?
Oh, this is
Oh.
a fast push through A. This is definitely going to catch them, it looks like.
Knows
Quite
the A rush
race
is
with
lit
good
heavy,
damage.
but Apollo is now incentivized to go out, and he's actually going to get caught out from that. That went from what should have been an advantage to more even. I mean, Barrage is lit, but they don't have
See,
much
what
info on Vox now.
Yeah, what I don't like about what's going on here is that if Vox... Okay, it looks like they are going to play a bit slower. I was a bit worried that they were going to hit B a little too quick off of this, which definitely would have been a mistake.
I mean, yes, but I don't think Priority's planning on shifting their thing. I think right now their call is if they rotate through T, they rotate through T. We want to make sure they don't have mid, because if they're rotating, they
Yeah.
don't want to do it through T. And it's going to be Ascension on first contact. He spots them, going to
But-
throw a flash and just try and
Yeah,
back
he
out,
wasn't
but
ready for
Barrage was
Barrage.
more pushed up. Ooh, Cobra gets 2. The walls are fake as well. And now it's all into static. Bomb is down, so
They might not
he
be
kind
ready
of just
for
has to
this
hide.
Ooh, good trade from Knack.
You
Keeping
weren't
that
right.
locked
They
in
weren't
there.
really ready. Knack was about to go for a jump peek.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good positioning there in the 1v2 to try and get that.
Yeah, just unfortunate in how quickly Knack was able to pick up the headshot compared to 704's spray down attempt. Or statics. Yeah, it was static. I'm great at memory. I don't have long-term memory
Man,
loss.
I didn't even notice 704 is already up to 22 and 7.
Yeah, he's having a good game. Going through from here, we
Yeah.
see a quick lane smoke. No, they're smoking off
straight
cave.
off
They're
the
trying to
key, I
separate
guess.
cave from sight.
Ooh. The spam
Alright.
got some good damage, but unfortunately the initial util didn't really do much.
Yeah, bomb is down for Vox. They're in a 5v4,
No more
but
util for
they
the
have no
teams.
armor and they're on really bad weapons.
Yeah.
But
These
the Tech 9s are better.
nines.
The Tech 9s are better.
Yeah.
That's really what decided the round.
Yeah, I mean, what's definitely uncomfortable there is just being stuck. Fighting against the Tech 9s pushing out of that cave spot is just basically the worst possible scenario.
Yeah, they really should have used their full 40 seconds and tried to send some people ramp as well. getting
Yeah,
caught
I
in
definitely
really awkward duels
agree.
against Tech-9s at an awkward angle where they can get the best crossfire they can set up with for Tech-9s, it's never going to go well for you. And Apollo can actually lurk in front of that
The tough
smoke
thing
if they
is
were to go mid at all.
Priority's eco got reset off of that, so now they have this really awkward force buy against 11. So
I wouldn't even go for the force buy against 11 here, honestly.
yeah, they're stuck in
It's just
a
such a
super tough
bad
spot.
force buy. I would full save to get a better force buy, which sounds bad.
Yeah, and I mean, already they don't have any re-smokes. I mean, they've got some flashes to try and make a play later, maybe, but
Yeah.
ooh, great. Kill
Okay,
from
never mind.
Dak.
No, they should go for the force buy. They should go for a force buy every round. They have Knack on the roster. Fortunately,
Dak got a
he.
little too greedy trying to pass the guns around, but
I mean, I think he thought that he got 2 lurkers. I think he thought he was playing a default, but Static's position being known now is actually still huge, and they still have a man advantage here. Priority definitely has a chance in this round, especially if Cobra's able to get a good timing here. Fox knows that he's close, though. They knew that he was getting a gun that was passed back, so they're expecting to play against an A1S. Position
good
spot.
information.
Cobra tries to back up, manages to dodge the bomb, sprays through, gets the reload. And now the bomb's going to be running through to Apollo. He's going to be able to pick up the kill. They know where the bomb is going, and now it's a 3v2. That trade has made things worse for Vox
Oh, Rage playing
as
captain?
the
Oh, no
bomb gets
respect
rushed
for Rage on
down,
the plane.
and there's no more round left. A-Rush is going to go down after time here if he doesn't get safety. That is
Yeah.
terrible for A-Rush. He doesn't have a buy.
Yeah,
and
that is
Unfortunately, it looks like Vox needs to go for a technical timeout here. A few players having issues, so we will be back after this short break. I don't know. Is that a time? There's no time on it. It's over 30 seconds, so yes.
weapon switch. MP9, MP9, MP9.
All right, we're back. Players have figured out whatever the technical issue was. I have no clue what the provision was. I'm going to guess that's oh, never mind. And we are back onto a pause. We will be back after another short break. All right, we are back. Whoever thought they grabbed their nuggies from the air fryer forgot their juice box. They grabbed it now, so we are all set. We're going into the 19th round here. 7-11, Priority Esports. Not quite on a force buy, but about as close as you can get to one here.
Yeah, I mean, both teams essentially have their eco pretty broken at this point, so we're kind of into force by word territory almost.
Yeah, and Priority dropped mid, and Vox rushed it.
Good molly. That is going to stall out the tease for a good, valuable chunk of time.
I mean,
there.
it's going to stall them out for exactly the amount of time Priority needs to just reset there off of what could have been a terrible position. But
yeah,
now,
and
Vox
now the
is
question is, what are Vox going to do?
I mean, it seems like they're still intent on trying to head through Uta and A hit here. It's just they don't have much util because they're on an awkward no eco round, and they're trying to be ready for the rotates from B, but Priority doesn't want to risk it right now. Not at 7-11, not with no eco left. And they don't, I think, know how bad Vox's eco is AR's just getting ready.
Ooh,
Does get
clear.
Apollo out quickly, and now it's on to Rage. Going to be sitting in the molly for a moment, but no, Cobra.
Smoke spam.
There's a smoke on the ground, so yep. Yep. Rage unfortunately caught out by falling accuracy there. Now a 3v4 on the retake. This round's going to be very difficult for a Priority from here, trying to spot anything they can with the smoke pop, but not quite able to figure it out. Knack tries to find garbage, but not going to find it as well. 2v3 with Static experiencing some technical difficulties. But
unfortunately,
it is still going to be the round.
With the eco.
Yeah, they don't have the money. They have to keep their rifles, and they have to play for overtime.
And Cobra really does need to stay alive here, unfortunately. And it's top by 704.
Him whipping around at the worst moment possible.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think both rifles really would have been a huge bonus here. Just this AK is going to make things very difficult for Priority.
I mean, Ascension can drop one.
See,
Apollo.
I kind of like this. Vox are not even really upgrading. They're staying on some MAC 10s, MP9.
I mean, what they need is 1 round out of 5. They need to maximize their odds of getting 1 round. Trying to go for the round being this round actually gets rid of 2 more chances. So I absolutely love it. I thought Rogue had it. He had the advantage. He had the first shot through, but
yeah,
the snap was just
Apollo's definitely getting caught.
That's going to make it really hard for Priority from here. They're on a 3v5. They do still have both rifles, but I mean, Vox knows they have some options still. They spotted Cobra out, and Cobra is forced to reposition a little bit, but a flash pop in. He is able to get away, but yeah, Saber has the advantage in this. Oh, never mind. It's back to a 3-on-3. They were able to pick up the kills on both sides. This is now scary for Vox.
Oh, no, but see, I think Cobra's going to get caught here. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. And the problem is now Knack has to stay towards A. So that means Ascension is going to be alone here on the B side defense.
It is going to be Ascension alone, but if they're not ready for it, if that plant gets caught out, he is going to be able to get away, and A rush is going to rush in to clear it out.
That. It feels like it was so close to them having that timing on the bomb planter, but yeah,
it was moments away. It was moments away from being able to get the kill onto Cave, and then it would have been a 1v1 where, frankly, he did have the advantage just because the clock is on his side and he doesn't have to take the duel ever. But that's not how the cards fell this time for Priority Esports, and it's exactly how they fell for Vox Victorium. A really well-played game, a really good score by 704, 25 kills in regulation.
Seriously, I wish we could see the stats on how many kills this game were through smokes. It feels like it was
50%.
at least.
I don't. There is no stat recording, but 50%.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like pretty much any time there was a smoke on the map, somebody was gonna die through it.
Yeah. All right. As per usual, we have finished our game. We are not in playoffs. There is not a follow-up game. So I am Firehawk. I'm joined by the lovely Expo. Say hi, Expo.
Hi.
We have observing for us tonight Cameron King. He's done a really wonderful job, and he'll be back with you tomorrow for another match.
Try to like what you feel. Oh, they try to push on my deal. Take your time to complete.